it looks like the pro-blacks or the quote-unquote the quote-unquote the Kamala party, the BWs that would I'll say the section of BWs that are pro Kamala Harris, no matter what, they're gonna turn on Amanda Seales here. So Amanda Seales is doing what Amanda Seales usually do, you know. I'll say this about Amanda Seales though. I'm torn on Amanda Seales, meaning I actually understand the inner turmoil that she goes through. I did a video on Amanda Seales earlier when she was on the Shannon Sharp show, and I actually have sympathy for her, even though I literally disagree with everything that she says. I have a lot of sympathy for her, even though I would be the type of person to have sympathy for her from afar. Like I would recommend nobody do business with her. You know, I would recommend just like she's just one of those people you got to just stay away from because she's miserable and she's But I know what she's going through. But here she's going to have criticisms of Kamala Harris, and she's just going to have some questions about her. And this is going to be the straw that breaks the camel's back, where now black women are going to be like, I can't support Amanda Seales no more. She burns too many bridges. Oh, really? But anyway, let me let Amanda Seales talk here.
Put in clips of Kamala Harris stating things. I don't need politicians to state things. I need politicians to do things. When I met with Kamala Harris after she summoned me, I said to her straight up, you talk out two sides of your neck and we don't know what you're talking about. I wouldn't be surprised if it's Kamala Harris who's trying to shut me the fuck up. Because I told her straight up that I feel like she is disingenuous in her messaging. And she said to me, well, you're being too critical. And I said, I am a voter. I'm supposed to be critical. That's my job. And I want to see actions. She said, well, how am I supposed to talk about racism in America without calling Americans racist? I said, well, first of all, there are many racist Americans, but there's also policy, legislation, institution, and systems that are racist that need to be addressed. They need to be addressed. And if you're not going to do that in an actualized way and in a loud, bold way, people will never really know where you're coming from. Well, you can't tell me how I feel. I'm not telling you how you feel. I'm telling you how you sound. I'm telling you how you sound. Okay? The truth is that you should always question your source and what are their intentions. And what you all need to know is that I don't need to do any of this.
Fair use, by the way. Fair use.
I don't need to talk about any of this.
Okay, Mrs. Seales here. I guess I'm going to give her a slight W. I guess. Even though this is my opinion on why she dropped this video and why she said what she said about Kamala Harris. I believe Amanda Seales is actually hedging her bets. So if something goes wrong, if Kamala Harris shows her ass or whether she wins or whether she loses, but say if things go wrong with Kamala, so she can say, hey, I had questions. I had my questions. I had my doubts about her. So I believe she's kind of hedging her bets. So either way, and she might do a whole pivot. She might do a whole pivot depending on the reaction from the public, from the general public, particularly, what she's going to get from people from the left or black people in general. That's where she might even do a whole pivot and be like, oh, I think we need to support Kamala over Orange Man because I hate Orange Man that much that I'm going to swallow my pride with Kamala. But I still got questions for Kamala and blah, blah, blah. So I think low-key Amanda Seales she ironically is kind of talking outside of both sides of her mouth. Now, forget everything on that end, because what the perception is to the normies that know Amanda Seales, they're going to look at this as, oh man, she had critiques for Kamala Harris. She's not on our side anymore. What happened? That's what the normies are going to think. So let me replay this video one more time, and I'm just going to break down some certain things in there.
Put in clips of Kamala Harris stating things. I don't need politicians to state things. I need politicians to do things.
Well, that's fair.
When I met with Kamala Harris after she summoned me, I said to her straight up, you talk out two sides of your neck and we don't know what you're talking about.
Now, when women when women do this, they'll be like, I told him, I said this to him or her, whatever. They're not. They're. It's not just that they're lying. Usually, when they say that, it's just that they didn't really say it like that. She, if when she met with Kamala, she was probably cheesing with Kamala. I doubt that she said it. She said that, or even said it close to that with that kind of energy. So I kind of doubt that. But anyway, I'm gonna let it go.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's Kamala Harris who's trying to shut me the fuck up. Because I told her straight up that I feel like she is disingenuous in her messaging.
Well, maybe she is telling the truth. Maybe she did say that because Amanda Seales doesn't. She doesn't understand tact. She always thinks she's the smartest. She thinks she's the realest in the room. So she'll think that, okay, I can say this to this person because I'm the realest and people can accept how real I am, almost like a Paul Mooney disease type thing. But really, she's just reckless at the mouth. But nevertheless, if whether she's lying or telling the truth about what she said to Kamala, what she's saying about Kamala is true.
And she said to me, well, you're being too critical. And I said, I am a voter. I'm supposed to be critical. That's my job. And I want to see actions. She said, well, how am I supposed to talk about racism in America without calling Americans racist? I said, well, first of all, there are many racist Americans, but there's also politics.
And that's another reason why I feel bad for Amanda Seales, because she's forever going to be, you got your cat ladies and then you got your angry cat ladies and then you got another level above that. And that's basically Amanda Seales. So I will say this also to any pro-Black that's listening. If racism is all you see, racism is all you're ever going to see. So if you're always trying to look for racism in every single little thing, you're going to drive yourself nuts.
Policy, legislation, institution, and systems that are racist that need to be addressed. They need to be addressed. And if you're not going to do that in an actualized way and in a loud, bold way, people will never really know where you're coming from. Well, you can't tell me how I feel. So I'm not telling you how you feel. I'm telling you how you sound. I'm telling you how you sound.
I don't know. It's 50-50. Maybe she did say to Kamala, maybe she didn't, because she is reckless. I didn't seen her say certain stuff to men in front of their face and all this stuff. And then, so I don't know, but I doubt that she said it like that to Kamala in her face.
Sound. Okay? The truth is that you should always question your source and what are their intentions. And what you all need to know,
that I agree with,
is that I don't need to do any of this.
Oh, she's doing that. I do not need this. My man's got 2 jobs. Oh, Lord. Anyways. But like I said, like Amanda Seales, she's one of those characters that obviously I wouldn't like it, I would recommend, like, I know it's kind of me talking. It sounds crazy coming from me where I'm saying I feel bad for her, but at the same time, there's no way I would ever spend time with her. She's just one of those people I just feel bad for, But, it's interesting. It's going to be a lot of Black women turning on Amanda Seales. And it's going to be interesting that this is going to be the straw that breaks the camel's back. Her having critiques of Kamala Harris, who is, there's so much flaws with Kamala. There's so much flaws. There's so much instability, brain dead activity associated with this woman, where it's almost it's mind boggling to me. I've already went through it on my live streams. I don't want to go through all the details, but bottom line is this: the left are basically they're just gonna stand on, look, I just want to see a woman as president. Bottom line, I don't care what she does or what she does. That's basically the position that people of the left are going to take. I just want to, or they're just going to say, I want to see a woman of color take the mantle as president of the United States, no matter what it costs, no matter what she did in the past, no matter what she represents, no matter what damage she has caused in the past. They're just like, no matter that she'd even win a single delegate when she ran for president the first time, like she'd even, anyway, that's a whole nother story. It's crazy, man. But no matter all these things, they're just going to be like, we stand with Kamala no matter what. They're not going to budge. They're not going to budge. And so like there's really nothing to defend your stance. There's literally nothing positive you can say about Kamala Harris becoming president or taking the mantle. There's nothing positive that she brings that would warrant her getting a vote from the average person. There's nothing that she brings that she brings a benefit except for identity politics. That's what people of the left are going to lean on. So if anybody that disagrees with that anybody that's not going to play that those kind of games, they're going to be excommunicated. So Amanda Seals, prepare for your excommunication.